So here I go again. I'm terrible at overdubbing. I hate the sound of my own voice. I can't stand my rambles, and I'm going to try to make sense of all this. But ultimately, I'm showing you how I've come up with a method for storing air tools so that they're readily available, readily accessible. I'm super lazy, and if I can't get to it quick, then I'll reach for the next best thing, which usually isn't the right tool for the job. This is the container I used to store my air tools in, and just opening and getting into it was too prohibitive, and I'd wind up using the wrong tool for the job. Here's what I've come up with. The air tools are all neatly stowed away under the metal fabrication table. I'm measuring out 2¼ inch increments on a piece of angle iron that I'm going to drill 3 times. Once with a pilot hole, second time with the diameter that fits right perfectly on the collar of that quick connect that I'm waving around at the moment. And the third time is a chamfer that seats nicely with the collar that's on the quick connect. These 3 things in conjunction make for a very sort of dead simple solution to stowing away air tools so that they're there and ready to use. I used an 11/64 for the pilot, a 23/64 for the collar for the ring, and then a 31/64 for the chamfer that little collar seats down into. This method also for me was, like the one unifying thing about all the air tools is they all have the quick connect on them. Also, how do I store them in a way that dust and debris isn't going to get down into the airport on all of these tools? So in just a second, I'm going to move over to the drill press. You'll see me drilling the pilot holes with that there 11/64 drill bit, and the whole procedure is pretty straightforward. I've got this Powermatic drill press, which I don't recommend. I don't think they make this exact model anymore, but it's kind of a turd. Powermatic makes a lot of good tools, but they've been hit and miss lately. You can even see the wings of this table sort of flapping around. They're meant to extend, but they've got plastic clamps that don't do a nice job of keeping the table where it's supposed to be. I've broken several things on this drill press. So aside from not liking the drill press, I will say that Powermatic has always been really good at sending me parts for free, which I'm really impressed with their customer support. There I've drilled the pilot hole and then the mid-size hole. Now I'm chamfering all these holes. Again, that's so that the collar will seat nicely. I'm sticking with this, trying to ramble my way through the video so that it'll all be relatively cohesive. This is a Metabo cordless that I've got. I'm trashing it right now by telling you that it's made in China. I've got nothing against China, but when you buy Metabo, you're thinking that you're getting some top of the line precision German engineering, and then it comes with PRC stamped on it, and it's kind of sneaky because you don't think of PRC as the People's Republic of China. It's a sneaky way of saying made in China that isn't saying that. Ultimately, the Chinese quality has been improving, but still, I buy a brand for the engineering. I want some sort of consistency across that brand, and Metabo is letting it slide. Here I'm showing again sort of that collar that I was referring to earlier, that little nipple part of the quick connect. That's what seats in here. So I'm using the square to mark out 2 lines, 45-degree angles that will intersect that circle, and the cut that I'll make will be just wider than the quick connect collar. Here I'm using my Milwaukee dual purpose bandsaw. This bandsaw has a transmission, so it can slow down to cut steel. You switch it up and it'll cut wood as well. It's been dedicated for me for steel for a long time, but it says Delta Milwaukee, so this is way back when apparently there was some crossover, but this is one of the best tools I own. There's the notch I'm cutting out. This one here is just a bit too small, which is fine because I'm about to take it over to the Beaumont belt grinder. Here it is. And anything that's even just remotely too small, I'm going to take the belt grinder and just tap on those corners just a little bit and open it up. That'll make for a nice snug fit, but also something where it's not so snug that I have to wrestle with it or fight to get it to clip into place. Pretty straightforward. I imagine there's probably 100 other solutions to this on YouTube. I didn't look for any of them. I sort of laid in bed at night thinking of the best way, and I was going to, have a block of wood, drill a bunch of holes in it so that the quick connects would fit down into them. So this is the solution I came up with, and here's how it works. You just grab the tool, clips nicely in, and it's pretty secure. I have my rolling stone tool cart, and I have all my stone carving hammers. I'll show you in a little bit, but I've been rolling the cart around for a while, no problems. You can shake it around a little bit. I imagine that some people would find this problematic, but for me, it's perfect. If you were going down the road, bumpy road or something, that might be a problem, but it's a pretty simple solution. I'm happy with it, and I'm going to continue to use it. I hope that it works for you. I hope you've enjoyed watching this horrible video, and I'll do better next time. Thanks for watching.